we're joined by a very special guest here today, Los Angeles Rams wide receiver Robert Woods. He's joining us on behalf of SoFi, the all-in-one personal finance app and naming rights partner of SoFi Stadium and the Los Angeles Rams. Robert, thank you for taking some time out of your schedule to be able to come and talk with us here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been a joy this whole week to be a part of this. Sure.
Well, obviously Super Bowl week, and I think we go back to, the unfortunate thing, tearing your ACL, always a tough thing. I understand it because I did that myself. I understand what that's like. First off, how are you doing with the whole rehab process? How's that going for you?
Going really well. Initially, you hear ACL injury and you think, it's over. But being able to just recover from the surgery, being able to have a great rehab group and team, get me back right, and I'm progressing really well. And first day jogging was today, so milestones are big.
It's the biggest thing too, and that's a tremendous milestone too, because you start to question everything sometimes too. Like, can I do this again? Like, sometimes you worry about the steps. Absolutely fantastic that you're going through this and that it's progressing along well. I wanted to ask you one thing too. Your impact on the field for the Rams, it has been so monumental. It can't be understated enough. We were just talking with Trey Wingo, and he had even said when Robert Woods went out, the offense changed a little bit because he was their glue guy and what they were able to do. You mentioned about Sean McVay being able to play to player strengths. He did that with you. You're the all-around versatility guy. Obviously, while you're not able to be out there this Sunday, you still have an impact in that locker room with those guys. How have you been able to kind of channel that by being in that meeting room with the guys to be able to help them, even though you can't be out there on the field?
Yeah, I would say really, really huge. And really the guys, like bringing me in, like, bro, you're a part of this too. Like, no matter the injury, you're a part of the success, and having me around and feeling welcome and not like, the guy who's out. But being there, being able to talk to the guys, whether it's, we've been doing this for weeks now, being able to go over the past games, let them know what I see from our view, whether it's a broken play or a successful play or what we can do, what looks good, and really meeting up with them every single week. And I think now to this point, getting ready for the Super Bowl, getting these guys ready, just making sure we win it this time. That's keeping them focused.
No, absolutely. You've got that impact, though, on your teammates. I've heard a lot of great things. And obviously we had Kupp. He talked about just the impact that you've had on him and how this was a mutual thing for you. Like, he said, like, this is for you too. Like, this is a big moment. You guys have been able to get this far here. Now, obviously, the trade for OBJ, what has it been like? What type of impact has he had coming in and being another veteran guy in that locker room with you?
Yeah, really, that transition was he was able to, he called us, got on FaceTime right before. He ended up signing with the Rams and asked for our blessing from our receiving room if we were okay with having him join our receiver group. And we're like, for sure, of course. Bring him aboard, and end up tearing my ACL the very next day, first day of really getting to know him, meeting him, and so that was our start. And then with that was just we did have a little slump getting acclimated with everything in our offense, but McVay is a mastermind. He'll be able to make things work. He puts guys in the best position to make the plays that they're able to. See Odell being able to come alive in his routes. Getting involved in the blocking that they asked all of our receivers to do. And then Van Jefferson and Ben Skronik playing well. But it really just comes from, I would say, our leadership, me and Cooper, being able to train with these guys and develop these guys. And really, we always say no drop off if any of us are out of the game or any play. We need to be a consistent basis and a flowing offense.
It just goes to your level of leadership that you have to be able to help other guys grow, which is super important because iron sharpens iron in the National Football League.
It really does.
Now, you had an offseason addition with Matthew Stafford coming over from Detroit. Yeah. What have you seen from Matthew from like coming in, OTAs, minicamp, trying to learn the offense, and now, look, I mean, Super Bowl, this is it. This is the big moment. What have you seen from him this year?
Being himself, really doing the same things he was doing in Detroit, except winning them. Yeah. He's making the same throws. He's doing the no-lookers. He's making the right reads. He's getting us in the correct offenses and plays against the right defenses. But really from knowing him from afar, meeting him for the first time in our throwing sessions, he's being himself. He loves throwing the football. He could be out there all day if you let him. But he's just doing what he loves, being able to find joy in getting the guys better, improving, and making our football philosophy the greatest.
Super important, too. And ladies and gentlemen, real quick, before we get out of here with Robert Woods, ladies and gentlemen, you're here on behalf of SoFi. Can you tell people about how they can save money and what the app does for people? Not to mention, I mean, it's going to be the stadium where Super Bowl 56 is played this weekend.
Yeah, SoFi is a big impact for everyone, not only Angelinos with the game, but really just being able to use their app and access all their abilities, whether it's saving, the cryptocurrency that's going on, or even just your daily expenses. You know, being able to pay off of the phone, all those things you're able to see with their app, and it's really great that they're getting exposure to Super Bowl weekend. And really, it's an easy app to use.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here from Los Angeles Rams wide receiver Robert Woods. Best of luck continued in your rehab recovery. Can't wait to see you back out on the football field. And obviously this weekend, the Rams will look to host the Lombardi Trophy Super Bowl 56 at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. Robert, thank you so much for joining us here today on PFN Daily.